Welcome inside the LaFrance Gymnasium at Bishop Connolly High School for this Mayflower League matchup between the Sacred Heart Saints and the Bishop Connolly Cougars. Evan Massoud with you here on Fred TV Channel 9. Great to be back with you. Our first Mayflower League action of the basketball season features two heavyweights right now. The Sacred Heart Saints at 6-2, Cougars at 6-1, and it will be the Lady Cougars winning the opening tip-off. That's number 23 there on your screen. Jennifer Driscoll with the ball, passing to Svea Erickson-Potter, and gets it back to Driscoll. 8-minute quarters here in Mayflower League action. Long three blocked, put up, taken back now by the Lady Saints. That's number 2, Lauren Melchionda. Giving way to Aiden McDonald. Puts it up, no dice. Lady Cougars trying to get the rebound, no go there. That's put up by Caroline Sheen. Ultimately, no basket in the end. Lady Cougars come away with it, so a scoreless first 60 seconds here from the LaFrance Gymnasium. Cougars on offense, nice pass underneath, and we have our first stoppage of play here. Run down the starters for the visiting Lady Saints. Number 1, Bridget LeBlanc. Number 2, Lauren Melchionda. Number 10, Aiden McDonald. Number 32, Caroline Sheen. And number 34, Abby Slavik, excuse me. And there's our first foul of the game. Lady Saints coached by John Olson. And that'll be the first foul on the Saints tonight. It's on number 10, McDonald. And at the line shooting 2 is Jennifer Driscoll. Starters for the Lady Cougars. Number 1, Svea Erickson-Potter, as Driscoll sinks the first. Number 2, Allison Sassy. Number 10, Brianna Raposa. Number 12, Lauren LeClaire. And number 23 there on your screen, going for 2 for 2 at the line, Jennifer Driscoll. And that one will roll in. Cougars out to the 2-0 lead. And Connolly is coached by first-year head coach Kate McDonald. Again, off to a fast start. Cougars struggled dramatically over the last couple of seasons, and so far this has turned into a nice bounce-back season as Driscoll is fouled again, it appears. This should be number 2 for the Saints on the night. Indeed it is. Cougars inbound it. Going to the basket is Driscoll. No good. They get the rebound, kick it back, goes out of play. That foul was on Lauren Melchionda. That was the second foul tonight for the Lady Saints. Driscoll passing in. She finds Erickson-Potter. And a travel call. She took a little extra step there, and the official's going to call it every time. So, Lady Saints, benefit of a turnover there. And it'll be Melchionda that takes it out, passing now to McDonald. Back to Melchionda, has lots of coverage. McDonald back with it. Now around the horn they go. This would be for 2, nothing but net for Caroline Sheen, her first basket of the night. And early goings here, we got a 2-2 tie, 2 minutes into the game. Driscoll with some moves, eating up 15 seconds on the shot clock, gives it up. Back to Driscoll, a long 3. Boy, and she had a little extra on that one too. That would have been a college range 3. Instead, quick transition to the other end. Good for 2, and 1 for the foul as Sheen puts up her second. And the foul is on Potter, Erickson-Potter. First for the Cougars. And a chance at a 3-point play here. Sheen with a couple dribbles, lets it fly, and it's perfect. So 5-2 after that 3-point play. Driscoll to the corner. This would be for 2. And it goes in and out. Rebound went to number 12. That was Lauren LeClaire. She lost it, but then it was eventually put up by number 1, Erickson Potter. Now we go back the other way. I have to say, this is, the field house at Durfee is great. It's so big, though. And coming here to Bishop Connolly is always a lot of fun because you're right on the action. I mean, I'm sitting literally maybe 8 feet from the court, so you're really right on top of the action. Nice vantage point. The wood court, you can't beat the wood court. And actually what we're seeing, a lot of these newer gyms, places like Taunton, for example. There's also the athletic facility out in Providence. There's these big field houses that are being built as the third team foul goes to number 21, Riley Sweeney. What we're seeing, a lot of these big field houses that have these indoor tracks, they go with that rubberized mat surface that you see over at Durfee, but then they have a wood floor, though, on the main court. And, there's nothing like it, and it looks fantastic as well. Plays totally different. It's stolen by LeBlanc. Puts it up, no good. The rebound to Driscoll. She has to fight for it, double-teamed, but she eventually comes away with it. Big pass down the court to Sassy. And it goes out of play. Tipped. Another sub coming in. We have number 3, Alexa Nowicki, coming in for Erickson Potter. Said it before, say it again. These games do tend to go pretty quick. Already halfway through this opening quarter. 4:13 on the clock. Driscoll will inbound the ball. And almost lost. Keeping that front foot planted. No travel. Nice job by Nowicki just into the game. 10 on the shot clock. Driscoll with the ball. Thought she had an open lane. Instead gets it to Sassy. Has to go for a long 3, and she knocks it down. Beautiful arcing 3 from Allison Sassy. 7-5. Cougars back in front now. Loose ball picked up by LeBlanc. Goes out of play. Should still be Lady Saints ball. It is. They will inbound. That'll be McDonald inbounding the ball. Good feed underneath. Just couldn't bank it home. Another rebound to the Saints. That was put up by Melchionda. No good. Cougars take it back. Driscoll storming, pulls up, wants a long 3 of her own, and she hits one. Driscoll's had some kind of a start to this season, and really can hit those. She's very strong, can hit these long 3s. There's a 3 put up by Melchionda that's no good. Loose ball picked up by Slavik. No, stolen away. We're going to end up with a jump ball here, and yes, we do have that jump ball. And it'll be Saints ball, according to the possession arrow. Quick substitution as well as Victoria Resendiz comes into the game for Raposa. Maybe a little boost on defense here with the Saints keeping the ball. Around the horn they go to Melchionda for 3. Off the rim. Might have another jump ball here. They're fighting for it, and indeed a jump ball is called. This time the Cougars will be the winners of that. So Nowicki with the inbound pass to Driscoll. Goes back to Nowicki. She'll give way to Driscoll. And a travel call. One too many steps there. And Riley Sweeney, number 21, coming back into the game for the Saints, replacing Slavik, number 34. All of the other starters still into the game. I should say still in the game. As Bridget LeBlanc gets her first basket. 10-7 the score. 2 minutes or so to play in this first quarter. JV came out on top by 15 points, 48-33. Mike Quinn, head coach of the JV squad here. So Lady Cougars hoping to, oh, look at that three put up. Long three. Again, she even had more on that. She could have, should have taken the shot from a little deeper. Amazing. Out of play it goes. It'll be Saints ball. I mean, those are almost like NBA range threes that Driscoll's putting up. Well beyond college range. You see here the BCC Bayhawks use this gym as well. And so the green arc, which is a little further out, that's college range three. The black is high school, and you see Driscoll taking three-point attempts from well beyond both. And a foul coming on the Cougars. This will be their second. And it's the first for Sassy. At the line, number 10, Aiden McDonald. She misses her first. Not a bad crowd on hand for a Wednesday night game. Pretty cold out. Some of the coldest weather we've had of the season. That banks it home. So McDonald 1 for 2 at the line. 2-point game. About 90 seconds before take a quick timeout between the quarters. As much as I do enjoy football, it is nice when we're inside. We don't have to deal with any weather conditions. We dealt with just about everything this past fall between rain, wind, mild temperatures when it should be cold, everything and anything. So it's nice to be in a controlled climate. Second straight foul for the Cougars. This one on Resendiz. This is the first for Resendiz. Team third. So fouls for the Cougars. Erickson Potter with 1, Sassy with 1, and now Resendiz with 1. Driscoll underhand flips it. Her arm was definitely hit there on the way up. Whistle is blown. Out of play. Cougars will keep it. And it'll be Driscoll on the inbound. Get it quickly to Sassy, back out to Nowicki. And now that's number 13, putting it up. Corinna Cabral. And a turnover as one of the Sacred Heart Saints stepped out of bounds. That was number 21, Riley Sweeney. Stepped out of bounds and went for the ball. Can't do that. Driscoll to a wide open corner shot, and it might have even been tipped, though. Cabral kind of lost momentum in the air there. And Coach McDonald takes a timeout. The final 25 seconds of this opening quarter. Cougars lead 10-8. So first timeout of the game. And we'll just take a look at the book here. 3 players for both sides getting in on the scoring. Right now, leading scorers Caroline Sheen for Sacred Heart and Jennifer Driscoll for Bishop Connolly, both tied with 5 points each. Sassy had that 3-pointer. Svea Erickson Potter has 2 for the Cougars as well. Looking at the Saints, Bridget LeBlanc with a basket and Ada McDonald 1 for 2 at the free throw line. Both teams with 3 fouls apiece. And again, a pretty quick opening quarter here. Coach McDonald getting her message across on the quick timeout. Both teams hit the court ready to play, and it will be Sassy inbounding the ball. Driscoll trying to get open. She gets a bounce pass and loses it. Stolen by LeBlanc. Full steam ahead. Double team to the basket. Can't bank it home. Driscoll with the rebound. Back the other way we go. Runs into traffic. She'll slow it up. 15 seconds to play. Long three put up. Oh, it spins in and out. Sassy wanted her second. Couldn't do it. Saints with the last shot of the quarter. 3 seconds and a travel called. And that will ensure that the Cougars finish the first quarter with a lead. Most likely just going to dribble it out. 1.6 seconds on the clock. Driscoll puts it up. And not enough on it from beyond half court there. So pretty solid opening quarter there. Ten to 8 the score. Sound of the buzzer means it's time to hit the court once again. So quick timeout there again in between quarters. Gives the coaches a chance to chat with the players without having to call a timeout. Doesn't cost them anything. Relay any messages, anything that they may be seeing. Gives the girls a break. And now we're back to the action. Saints begin with the ball because the Cougars had the opening tip. And a foul going to be called there on Erickson Potter. This is her second, Cougars' fourth. And so the Saints will inbound again. Fresh 30 on the shot clock. Nice inbound pass to Melchionda. She puts it up. No basket, but the foul coming. This foul is on LeClaire. The fifth for the Cougars. LeClaire's first. And Melchionda at the line for the first time tonight. Shooting two. And it's good. Again, not a huge crowd on hand, but let me tell you, when these girls going up for the free throws, it is dead silent in here. So for the tie, rolls off. She gets it back, trying to bank it home off the fingertips. Another rebound by the Saints. LeBlanc with it this time. Gives way to McDonald. LeBlanc gets it back. Nice move right around Raposa to the basket for the layup. Her second basket, and the lead goes back to the Saints. It's 11 to 10. Almost a backcourt there. Almost lost the ball. Driscoll charging to the basket. Tries to bank it home. Cannot. And a quick pass down the court. Driscoll running her down. And it looks like we have an injury here. Number 2, Lauren Melchionda, was out of bounds. Might have got hit in the eye, it appears. The officials will give her a quick second here. Cougars will inbound. 28 seconds on the shot clock. Had a shot clock issue there, so we're going to re-inbound the ball. 25 on the shot clock. Yeah, there it is. It's rolling now. So Driscoll with it again. Seems to be the playmaker. Oh, nice. Behind the back pass to herself to try to keep it away. She runs into all kinds of traffic. That shot is blocked. It will be Saints' ball. Melchionda will inbound. Puts it up, banks it home. And it is a 3-point lead, and the Cougars want timeout. They start this second quarter, these first 90 seconds scoreless, and they've given up 5 points. Both teams hit the court once again, coming out of the timeout. Cougars with the ball, 6:26 on the clock before the half. Bishop Connolly trails 13-10. Pass down the court. Driscoll with it in the corner. Long three, knocks it down. Driscoll's second from outside, ties up the ball game, 13 aside. Blocked shot. It appeared the Saints had the rebound initially. But the foul came on the Saints. Driscoll with it once again. A long three again. That one off the mark to the right. Good rebound by number 12. That was LeClaire. Couldn't put that one up either. And another foul coming. Sixth foul for the Cougars. This is the second for Sass. LeBlanc at the line for the first time tonight. That one wide to the left. Slavik and Julia Jennings coming into the game. Slavik returning. Jennings getting her first action. Coming out is Sweeney and McDonald. So some changes being made by the Saints, some substitutions. LeBlanc does knock down the second one. So the Saints back in front by a point, 14-13. And Driscoll takes it across center court. Driving through the traffic, puts it up again. A little underhand move there, but that doesn't want to fall. Wide open is Sheen. Blocked! Raposa going up the ladder to block that shot. The Saints will have to inbound. Nicely set up by Sacred Heart, but Raposa taking care of it with the denial. That's for three. That is no good. Nobody on Melchionda, just had a wide open three, and she was wide open again. That one off the back of the rim. Down low, it's tipped, but still into the hands of LeClaire. She loses it. Almost losing it is Raposa. Lady Cougars seem like they're playing with desperation right now. It's pretty early in the game. Another foul coming. Fifth foul for the Saints. It's on number 21. That was Riley Sweeney. Driscoll gets it back. Called on another foul. And this will put both teams into bonus. Slavik's first foul. Sixth for the Saints. The Cougars already with 6. So, again, both teams into bonus. Driscoll at the line. She's 2 for 2. That one does not fall. Sassy will take a seat, give way to Nowicki for the Lady Cougars. And Driscoll comes up empty at the line that time. An 0 for trip. Cougars still trail by 1, 14-13, 4.5 to play. That's going to be stolen by Nowicki. She's going to take it herself. No, give it back to Driscoll. I smell a 3 attempt coming up. Nope, going to give it back to Nowicki. She puts it up. It's off the front of the rim. Just a little light on the toss there. Picked up, everybody falling. Picked up by LeBlanc. Now put up by, looked like Melchionda. Again, it was. Oh, and a technical called. Technical is called on Bridget LeBlanc. So apparently a little too much talking by LeBlanc that time. Just a little mental error. So she's going to take a seat. McDonald is subbed in. At the line is Driscoll. Shooting a free 2 shots here. She makes the first. We're tied. And that for the lead. No good. And now the Cougars will get the ball. So a slow quarter points-wise. The lone 3 for Driscoll and that 1 free throw. That's been it for the Cougars, but they are tied right now. Here's a long 3. That's going to be short. Good try there by Erickson Potter. She tried to get it back in. There is McDonald. She's double-teamed, trying to get free. Timeout called by Coach Olson at a good time because it looked like McDonald was about to lose that one. And he's giving his team an earful right now. Not happy with the play. So our next game here on Fred TV, if we just look ahead, will be this Friday at Durfee, the boys' first Big 3 contest at the Fieldhouse this season. We saw the girls' game last Friday. Great game. The Lady Hilltoppers came out on top against Brockton. And this week we'll see the boys in action on their home court for the first time this winter. So if you can't be at the game, look for that game to air on our station next Monday, right here on Channel 9. Saints will inbound. It'll be McDonald doing the honors. Look out for Melchionda. She's had quite a few shots this quarter. Wide open is number 11. That is no good. Julia Jennings put it up, but there is a foul coming. Fouls on Brianna Raposa, her first, the 7th for the Cougars. Jennings puts down the first. And so the Saints go back in front by a point. Nice big high arc there. The rebound, no, goes to Slavic. Now a jump ball called. And it will be Cougars ball. So 1 for 2 on her first trip to the line was Jennings. She did put her team back ahead, though, so Driscoll and the Cougars go to work. And we're seeing Driscoll's going to be definitely covered very well here. We're seeing a lot of double teaming. Oh, that's thrown away, picked up by Sheen, going to coast. Can't bank it home. Driscoll gets the rebound. Wide open layup, and Sheen just happened to miss it. Basically a free shot. Driscoll looked to slow it down a bit here. She almost gets stripped. She does get stripped. Loose ball picked up by McDonald over to Sheen. Saints back in business. Sheen puts it up. Tries to bang it home. Cannot. Gets her own rebound. Jump ball. It'll be Saints ball this time. Amanda Latini, number 23, coming in for her first minutes into the game. Slavic will take a seat, so Latini getting to see some action here in the latter portion of the second quarter. Jennings back to McDonald, almost stolen. She's going to go, float it up, takes a digger into the wood. No worse for wear. Driscoll with it now, going full steam ahead. Almost lost the ball again. And she does lose it. No fouls there. All alone to the basket is Jennings. Three-point game. Driscoll called on the foul. And a bunch of subs coming in now. Number 2, number 13, and number 21 for the Cougars. So Sassy back in. Karina Cabral back in. And Victoria Resendiz back into the game. Driscoll takes a seat. Erickson Potter takes a seat, as well as Brianna Raposa. She takes a seat. And now a 9th foul called on the Saints. It's number 23, Latini. Lots of fouls here in the second quarter. Cougars need some points here. In and out again. Lady Cougars cannot buy a basket right now. They only have one from the court. It was a three-pointer by Driscoll. Way back in the early goings. Another jump ball will be Cougars ball. And then the one free throw, Driscoll is 1 for 4 this quarter, 3 for 6 on the night at the line. And Driscoll's on the bench right now, so the rest of the team 0 for in the second quarter for the Cougars. So Karina Cabral with it. She will inbound the pass after it was thrown out of play. Nowicki put it up, couldn't get it to fall. Sheen to the basket. Oh, rebound is lost by Cabral. That should have been in the hands of the Cougars. Sheen will get another shot. Nowicki gets the rebound this time. Under a minute to play before the half. She goes to the basket. She is fouled. Foul goes to Jennings, her first, 10th for the Saints. So it's an automatic 2 shots for this final 51.2 seconds. Any other fouls coming for Sacred Heart will result in an automatic 2 shots. Nowicki misses the first. We'll try to knock down this second one. High floating free throw. That one off the mark as well. So an 0 for 2 trip for Nowicki at the line. .45 seconds. Melchionda put one up from outside. The rebound to McDonald. Put up, no good. LeClaire with the, Cabral with the rebound. Nowicki puts it up. Can't bank it home. The rebound to Sheen. Shot clock is off. We have 20 seconds. Travel called. So it looks like the Cougars might get the last shot of the quarter here if they can hold the ball for maybe a couple extra seconds. Slow it down a bit. Coach McDonald relaying a message over to her players. 10 seconds, and they lose the ball. Sacred Heart ball, turnover, 9.1 seconds. So just enough time for the Saints now. Back and forth we go. Back to Melchionda, across to Jennings. She puts it up. Time expiring, that'll do it. Pretty ugly second quarter for the Cougars. Driscoll, the only one scoring. A 3-pointer. And then 1 for 4 that quarter from the free throw line. Again, 3 for 6 on the night. Nowicki had that one other trip just happened here in the final 60 seconds. She did not put up any baskets in that trip, 0 for 2. So only 4 points that quarter for the Lady Cougars. They have 14 on the night. On the other side, 9 points in this second quarter for the Sacred Heart Saints. And right now, tied with Sheen is LeBlanc with 5 for her team. Leading the way for all scorers is Driscoll for the Cougars. She has 9 on the night. We'll step aside, second half coming up right after this. We are back here at the La France Gymnasium. Second half action here, Mayflower League play. Girls hoops. Bishop Connolly Cougars host the Sacred Heart Saints. It was a tough end to that first half for the Lady Cougars, who are 6-1 on the season. Only 4 points in that quarter, and it was Jennifer Driscoll, the recipient, I guess you could say, of those 4 points. So the Lady Cougars offensively need to get it in gear a little bit here. Nice save in the backcourt by number 34, Slavik, to keep it in. And starting with points are the Saints once again. That's put up by the Cougars. They have some points now. So 3-point game again. Cougars ball. It was lost by the Saints, so Bishop Connolly takes it over. Almost losing it there was Raposa. Put up by Driscoll for 2. And timeout Sacred Heart. So a quick timeout. Cougars cut it to a 1-point lead. So Coach McDonald, first-year head coach Kate McDonald, getting her message across rather quickly. John Olson still chatting with his team. He did call the timeout. Saints at 6-2, so one more loss than the Cougars. I'd say a slightly more difficult schedule than Bishop Connolly, but not by much. But I will say that anytime these two schools play each other, it's usually a pretty close and pretty competitive game, as the record books will show. That's floated up no good. Who wants the rebound? Taken by Melchionda. Gets it back. She wants 3. Puts it in. She has put up quite a few of them tonight. That's the first one to fall. It's a 4-point lead. Almost lost again by Raposa. That time it is lost as LeBlanc steals it away. And now an errant pass, not handled well by McDonald. The Cougars get it back. Butterfingers tonight on the court. Driscoll for 3 off the front of the rim. It was there, just a little short. Melchionda looking for another 3. That one scoots off the rim. Driscoll full steam ahead. Around the back. She will get fouled, almost made the basket. Second foul on Aiden McDonald. First in this second half for the Saints, or for either side for that matter. Driscoll at the line. Shooting 50% tonight. 3 for 6. Tough second quarter, but that one she puts down. And good on the second one. So she has 6 points in this quarter, 15 on the night. It's a 2-point game. Cougars trail 22-20. McDonald with the ball. All kinds of pressure. She gets rid of it finally. LeBlanc to the basket. Banks it off the backboard. Gets the rebound, puts it home. 4-point game again. Raposa. And the pass is tipped. Should be Cougars ball. Yeah, going down hard was LeBlanc. Driscoll let it go, knowing that if she tried to reel it in, probably would have gone out of bounds herself. So the Cougars keep it. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Sassy on the inbound. That is tipped away by Slavik, but out of bounds. And substitution coming in is Nowicki for Erickson Potter on the Cougars. And it will be Nowicki inbounding. So it was a nice job there by Slavik, but she stepped out of bounds and resulted in a turnover. So Cougars get to keep it with a fresh 30. Driscoll with some pressure. And it does fall, and one for the foul. Fourth foul on the blank. You recall she had the technical back in the first half. So now coming in for her is Fatima Martin Sanchez, number 12. So it appears LeBlanc's going to be seated for a while. It's pretty early here in the second half. Don't want to lose her too soon. She was one of the starting 5. Driscoll at the line now for this and one. 3-point play is good. And just like that, we're tied at 24. That's put up no good. And my bad here, I checked my math. It is a 1-point game, 24-23. Simple arithmetic. That's no good. Driscoll keeps it in, but tips it to Melchionda. Driscoll gets it back. This will be for the lead. Can't put it up. Wow. Foul on Nowicki. Cougars first. And it's actually Nowicki's first as well. So Cougars continue to trail. They've made some strides here offensively. All the way to the other side there to Sheen. Sheen going underneath. Driscoll with the rebound. No good there. So Cougars with another shot to take the lead back. Driscoll runs into a wall. Nice defense by the Lady Saints. Nowhere she could go. Great pass to Melchionda. She misses it. Gets it back. That's no good. Sheen with it. McDonald now will have the ball. She runs into traffic. Slavik rather gets it back now. All kinds of commotion. Timeout called by Coach Olson. It's the second time tonight his team's been in peril, I guess you could say, and he's called timeout. Gives them a chance to kind of reset. Good coaching there to recognize that. So LeBlanc and Melchionda with points here for the Saints in the third. And then for the Cougars side, so far it's been the Driscoll show with 9 points in this third quarter alone. She's the reason that Connolly is still in this game. So she's got 18 now, does Driscoll. 9 in this quarter, 9 in the first half. So hopefully for the Cougars, she's warming up a bit. Melchionda with 5 points this quarter for the Lady Saints. She now has 8 on the night. And it will be Saints ball. 14 on the shot clock. 5 minutes gone here in the third. 3 minutes to play. Melchionda 4-3. Bounces, no good. The rebound to Sheen, no good. Again, all kinds of scrambling for the ball off the fingertips. That's passed down to Sassy as the Cougars will reset. Almost a backcourt. Wow. That's a rough call. The officials say it went behind half court, but he was all the way down the other end. All the fans straight across saying no. Now a travel call, so I guess maybe poetic justice. The Cougars get it right back. That one could have gone either way, though, that half-court violation. Driscoll with it. Gives it away, gets it back. That's to Raposa. Off to the right. The rebound to LeClaire, and LeClaire is fouled. She's going to go to the line. Foul is on Slavik, her second, the third for the Saints. And LeClaire with her first trip to the line, with their first opportunity for points. That'll tie up the game. 24 all. And this for the lead. That one does not fall. The rebound to Sheen. So we're tied again. The Cougars cannot pull ahead. Yeah, that was almost a travel there on Sheen. Looked like her foot had lifted, but nonetheless. Nice move to the basket. It doesn't fall. Sassy had the right idea. Now Nowicki with her second foul. And the Cougars' second of this half. Melchionda's attempt is tipped right there. Oh, and lost. Sheen gets it back after LeClaire lost it. Sheen with 7 points now. It's a 2-point lead again, and Melchionda strips it away. Going to the basket alone. Can't lay it up. Wow. McDonald stole it away right out of the hands of Raposa. "62 seconds before this third quarter will come to a close. It'll be Cougars' ball. They'll inbound it. Sassy with the ball. Out of bounds it goes. Foul is on McDonald. It's her third. The fourth on the Lady Saints. Does get it in. That's Nowicki passing to Driscoll. To Sassy for three. Good! +1 for the foul. Chance for a rare 4-point play here. McDonald called on the foul, her second straight foul. She has 4, and that'll bring on Julia Jennings, number 11. So the 3 gives the Cougars the lead. And now they have a chance to make it a 2-point lead with Nowicki attempting a rare 4-point play here. 3 +1 for the foul if she can knock this down. And that was actually Sassy with the 3, my bad. So she missed the extra shot there, but still the Cougars with the lead. Driscoll is hurt, and now Melchionda called on the foul. As Driscoll down on that far side of the court. 6th foul for the Saints, puts the Cougars into bonus. Driscoll is up. Quite a limp there. She was coming off, so Lady Cougars will miss Driscoll for a little while here while she's on the sidelines. being tended to. And it's Victoria Resendiz, number 21, coming in for her. Sassy. Jennings called on the foul now, the 7th for the Saints. Boy, they're racking them up pretty quick here in this third quarter. 1-1. Sassy at the line, her first trip to the line. She gets the first, so she'll get a second. (28-26) the score. That one rolls off the rim, no good. So a 1-for-2 trip. Cougars continue to lead. No shot clock as we're under 30. Jennings with it. Across to Sheen. Sheen puts it up, banks it home. Tied up at 28. 12 seconds for the Cougars to try to take a lead here before the fourth quarter. They throw the ball away. Sheen has it. 3-on-1. Across to Melchionda for the lead. And that does it in the third. A wild third quarter it was. Cougars with 14 points in that third quarter. Outscoring the Saints 14-13. Melchionda with a really nice third quarter for the Lady Saints. She had 7 points. She now has 10 on the night with that last layup. Couple of baskets for Sheen as well. She has 9 now. And Driscoll on the other side, 9 in this third quarter before she went out. She now has 18. Cougars will start with the ball, and they will start from behind once again. It's a 2-point deficit, 30-28. Final 8 minutes here on Fred TV Channel 9. Evan Massoud with you at Bishop Connolly High School's LaFrance Gymnasium. Lady Cougars need another strong quarter here. Driscoll is back in. That's a good sign. It's the Cougars hosting the Lady Saints from Sacred Heart in this Mayflower League battle, and what a battle it's been. A jump ball will gives the Saints the ball. Possession arrow was going their way that time. Good news for the Cougars is that they're going to the line on every foul for these final minutes, this final quarter, because the Saints have 7. Already put the Cougars into bonus. They give it away. Erickson Potter to Sassy. Sassy back to Erickson Potter, now to Driscoll. Driscoll wants 3. It's off the rim to the left. A little wide. Sheen will take it, gets it to Jennings. Melchionda for 3 off the back of the rim there. A little long. Saints have 2 players with 4 fouls in the game. Both those players are seated on the bench right now. The most anyone on the Cougars, it's 2. 3 people with 2, and 4 players with 1. And that's stolen by Sheen. We've seen that a lot tonight. And Melchionda heading to the basket. That is tipped. It's going to go out of bounds. And it will be Saints ball. Cougars tipped it, and that's why it went out of play. To Jennings it goes. Jennings with a high floating pass. Throwing on the run to the basket. A little interesting move there by Martin Sanchez, and Sheen puts it home. Driscoll turns, bangs it home. She has 20. That should be 32-30 the score. So Cougars cut it back to 2. Travel call. The Cougars get it back. 6 minutes to play. I'll tell you, folks, if you're just tuning in, it's fourth quarter here at Connolly. This is going to come right down to the wire, so stick around. Driscoll with it again, gives way to Raposa. No good. Saints box out. They get the rebound. Driscoll trying to get it back from Melchionda, cannot. Sheen with the ball. She's been the hot hand right now. Runs into a wall. Erickson Potter gives it up this time. So many turnovers tonight for both sides. Ball has a lot of anguish on it. Sheen. Back out to Melchionda. This would be for 3. It's off the front of the rim. Kept in by Raposa. Driscoll will take it out. All the way down underneath to Raposa. She can't lay it in. A little long there, a little strong. And a foul, I believe, going to be called. Yes, it is called on Erickson Potter, her third, Cougars' third. Melchionda and Martin Sanchez coming. Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Melchionda standing in. Martin Sanchez and Jennings taking a seat here for the Saints. Sheen to Slavik, just back in. LeBlanc also back in. She has 4 fouls. Keep an eye on her. To the basket. Driscoll uncontested. We're tied at 32. Aiden McDonald, the other one back in, I should say. It wasn't Slavik. Slavik's been in. That was a no-go. Driscoll will take it herself for now. And McDonald, by the way, has, wow, that was a long 3, almost. It was off the back of the rim. Driscoll gets it back. Sass was wide open. She was clapping for it. A 1-and-1 coming for the Cougars. First foul on Sheen. 8th on the Saints. Driscoll shooting 1-and-1. And she hits the first, so a second free throw coming here. Cougars back in front by a point. So I was saying that McDonald and LeBlanc back into the game for the Saints. They both have 4 fouls. 2 for 2 at the line is Driscoll. So keep an eye on both of those because their next fouls will put them on the bench. Cougars back in front by 2, 34-32. Off the hands of McDonald, it'll be Cougars ball. 4:12 to play in the game. Sassy with it. Cross half court, going one-on-one with McDonald. LeBlanc steals it away. She's going to go. Lays it up for 2 and the tie. Gives her 9 on the night. 34 all. Driscoll loses it. Tipped away by Sheen. McDonald to Melchionda. All too easy. That was beautiful. Timeout, Connolly. Beautiful passing by the Saints right there. So 3:33 on the clock with the Saints ahead now, 36-34 after that layup. Driscoll adding to her night. She has 24 points. Far and away the top scorer so far in this game. Melchionda with 12. Sheen with 11 and LeBlanc with 9 for the Saints. Next closest Cougar is Sassy. She has 4. But Driscoll with 24 points out of the 34 that the Cougars have. That is mighty impressive, let me tell you. And only 1 foul on the night. So she's done everything right tonight. So Cougars will have the ball here. Coming out of the timeout. Sassy with it. Gets it right to Driscoll. Back to Sassy. Wants 3 off the front of the rim. Erickson Potter will be fouled at the line. Went to put up the layup. This will be the 9th foul on the Saints. So Erickson Potter, 1-and-1 situation here. Oh, I'm sorry, no. Shooting 2 because she was in the process of going for a shot. So she misses the first. She'll have a shot here at a second. That one is short as well. No good. So a tough trip to the line for Savea. Her first trip as it turned out. And she comes up empty. McDonald's going to the basket. Little pull-up jumper there was no good off the rim. Went out of play. Melchionda will inbound. 9 fouls for the Saints in this half. 3 for the Cougars. Been a pretty clean half. Sassy with it. She slows up. Wow, almost a half court there. An inch to play with. Seeing it all tonight. Driscoll with the ball right now. To the corner, almost losing it is Raposa. She'll keep it. Gets it to Sassy, who does lose it for a moment, recovers. 7 on the shot clock. A jump ball. Cougars will have it. That was interesting. So 5 seconds to get a basket here. Gonna have quick inbound. Out of play, it'll be Saints ball. Interesting jump ball call right there. Sassy kind of ran into the Saints defender, and the Saints defender grabbed the ball. Sassy went to the ground, and they called it a jump ball. With it, Melchionda for 3. No good. The rebound to Erickson Potter, fighting for it. Driscoll loses it. Melchionda for 2. Driscoll gets it back. Melchionda missed on the little jumper there. Spin move by Driscoll. Puts it up. It does not fall. The rebound goes to Sheen. Sheen going to go to the basket. She is fouled. She'll go to the line. Foul is on Sassy. That's her 3rd. Missing that one is Sheen, so she misses the first. That's a big miss for the Cougars. Slavik is out for the time being. She subbed out. Sheen misses them both, so it stays a 2-point game. .202 to play in this one. They get it to Driscoll. Almost lost it. She's said a few times the ball gets taken away. Sassy gets hit out of bounds. Cougars will inbound with 12 on the shot clock. No, my bad, they reset the shot clock, so change it back. So it is 12. 10 now. 10 on the shot clock. Driscoll directing traffic, trying to make something happen here. Doesn't want to lose this. And one for the foul. Chance at a three-point play and the lead with 94 seconds in the game. And it appears that was on number 10. Oh, it was on 32. So Sheen with the foul, her second. 10th for the Saints. Cougars back in front, 37-36. Driscoll with 27 points on the night. McDonald to Melchionda, back to McDonald. Now to Sheen. Sheen going to the basket. She is fouled. LeClaire gets the foul this time. It's her second, Cougars' fifth. Sheen 0 for 2, her last trip to the line. Try to tie it up here. No good. So the best she can do on this trip is tie it up if she makes this second shot. 1:16 to play. No good. Raposa gets the rebound. Driscoll gets the pass from her. And now we slow the game down. Cougars need to make a basket, but they also need to eat a little bit of the time. 15 on the shot clock. 60 seconds to play in the game. Driscoll dribbling around, finds Raposa in the corner. Timeout called by Coach McDonald of the Cougars with 8 seconds on the shot clock. It appeared she was waiting to call timeout, so she must have something up her sleeve. It wasn't an abrupt timeout. She was standing right next to the official and then decided to call it. So, going to try to draw something up with an 8-second shot clock. This game a little over an hour old in real time. Going to come right down to the wire here. 54.8 seconds. 8-second shot clock for the Cougars. They lead by 1 over the Saints, 37-36. The winner of this one will pick up their 7th victory and a big Mayflower League victory. Saints with 2 losses, Cougars with 1. Driscoll gets the pass. Sassy with it. All kinds of pressure, gives it back to Driscoll. 2 on the shot clock. She puts it up, a long 3, and it's off to the left. Now going to play defense as Sheen motors her way up. To Melchionda it goes, now to McDonald. McDonald driving in the paint, she is stripped. Taken away by Raposa. Raposa to Driscoll. It's about a 3-second differential here, and now a foul. Sheen takes her third. And it's going to put Driscoll at the line for 2. An automatic 2. Cougars did the right thing getting it to Driscoll because they knew that the Saints were going to have to foul at this point. And it's an automatic 2 shots with the 10 fouls. This would technically be The Saints' 11th foul. We stopped counting at 10. Once you get to 10, automatic 2 shots, and now Coach Olson will call timeout. He wants to draw up a play for the final 27.1 seconds of the game. Driscoll did knock down that first one, so it's a 2-point lead now for the Cougars, trying to make it a 3-point game. Will be Driscoll when she comes back. The teams clear the huddles after the timeout. And you see Coach Olson there on your screen. Hard at work, drawing up what he hopes will be either a game-winning or game-tying play here, or sequence, if you will. And again, worth noting that for the Cougars at least, this has been all Driscoll in this fourth quarter, which is pretty remarkable when you think about it. Driscoll with 10 points this quarter. She has 28 on the night. Trying to make it 29 and make this a 3-point game on her second free throw attempt here. It's no good. Who wants it? Driscoll gets it back. Gonna have to foul her. And I believe it's Mel Kionda that's going to do the honors. It is Mel Kionda's. That's her 5th foul, so she is done for the night. She is fouled out. She had a really nice game. 12 points for Mel Kionda. So Fatima Martin-Sanchez will come in for Mel Kionda, who fouls out. She had 12 points on the night. Solid game for Lauren Mel Kionda. Missing the first is Driscoll. And now Slavik will come in for Latini. Big shot for Driscoll with 19.5 on the clock. That makes it a 3-point game. Driscoll with 29. McDonald with 15 seconds. The Saints need a 3. Sheen to LeBlanc. No good. The putback is good by Slavik. Timeout, Saints. Slavik's first basket tonight, and it puts the Saints within 1. 4.8 seconds on the clock. 39-38, the Cougars lead. Wow, this is something, I'll tell you. It's been a really, really competitive game tonight. Looking at the road ahead for the Cougars, they play Thursday at Southeastern. That is a non-league game. And then next Wednesday, they head to West Bridgewater for a Mayflower League game before coming home Friday the 22nd. Their next home game is against Avon, another league matchup. For Sacred Heart, they leave here. They play Friday at Blue Hills, non-league action, and then resume Mayflower League play with a road game at Holbrook and then a home game against Avon on the 20th. having an issue with the game clock. There should be 5.3 seconds on the clock. I'm trying to reset it. They had run down to 0. Now it says 53. One of the Connolly Cougars players here is Svea Erickson Potter stepping in to help us out here. Get the clock back to 5.3. That's 5 minutes and 30 seconds. Clock so close, game so close to being over, but clock troubles here. Now we need the big man to step in. Hey, our athletic director, Cesar Gonzalez, make an appearance here. Did I not say we saw it all tonight? How about that? They run it down from 10 and hit the nail on the head, stopped it right at 5.3 where we need to be. Oh, the beauty of live sports. You can't make this stuff up. The Cougars need to inbound. There is contact in the middle of the court here. It can't be making bodily contact before the balls come in. So the official is going to check that out. Double teaming Driscoll they are in the middle. So someone's going to be left open. Driscoll's going to try to get free. And she is going to be free. And as soon as the ball came in, timeout called. Tenth of a second off the clock because timeout was called simultaneously. So 5.2 to play. Cougars will try to inbound it again. So we'll do it again. Sassy will inbound. She tried to get it to Driscoll. That last time they were double teaming Driscoll. So I'd look for possibly Raposa here on the near side to get this ball closest to us in the bench. They want to get it to Driscoll. Wow. That's amazing. Saints get the ball back. Looked like there was a clear foul there. Lots of contact on Driscoll, but no foul called. Holding her the whole time. Saints get the ball. And they need just a basket. They trail by 1 with 4 seconds to play. This would be a crushing defeat for the Cougars, especially given that they had the ball. They had possession, and then we had the clock issues, and then all kinds of stuff going on here tonight. This would be a real disappointment if the Cougars can't pull this one out. It'd be a real heartbreaker. Got to play defense. 39-38, Bishop Connolly leads. 4 seconds to play. Sacred Heart will have the ball. And I'd say they're probably going to look for Sheen since Melchionda fouled out. They'll probably be looking at Sheen. And Sheen is going to be open. She is open. They try to get it to her. Cougars ball. Sassy with it. She will inbound. They pass it in. And a foul coming with 1.6 to play. Sheen with her 4th foul. Erickson Potter will take her 2nd trip to the line. She'll shoot 2. She was 0 for 2 in her first trip. And a basket here, one of these free throws would be huge if she can knock one down. That's off to the right. No good. But 1.6 does not leave a lot of clock for the Saints. No good. No time left. That's it. The Cougars, they cling to life. In the final seconds, they win it, 39-38. Really nice game tonight. A little bit of chaos at the end. The Cougars improve to 7-1. Cougars improve to 7-1 on the night, or I should say on the season with the victory. The Sacred Heart Saints drop to 6-3 on the season. This is a big win for the hometown Cougars as they hit the road now for a couple games before coming back again, as I said, next Friday night they'll resume league play against Avon. So thanks for tuning in on Fred TV Channel 9 for this sports cast. Again, Mayflower League play tonight. Girls hoops. We'll have boys hoops at the end of the week, and that game will broadcast next Monday. So until then, Evan Massoud for Fred TV, our camera crew, Brandon Arrayes and Brooke Tebbs, we thank them, as well as Cesar Gonzalez, the AD over at Bishop Connolly. They're always good to us here, so we'll keep coming back. Final score once again, 39 for Bishop Connolly, 38 for Sacred Heart. We'll see you soon.